how much time you're really spending on your phone. Every notification, every like, every scroll. It's designed to grab your attention, but it's more than just time. It's your focus, your energy, your life. Social media started as a tool to connect us, a place to share moments, ideas, and build communities. And yeah, that's still true in some ways, from experiences to highlights. It's like we're more connected to screens than we are to each other. We scroll through feeds, looking at the lives of people we barely know, or don't know at all, comparing ourselves, our accomplishments, our bodies, our happiness to theirs. But here's the thing, it's not real. It's just a snapshot, a carefully crafted version of reality. How many times have you taken multiple pictures just to post the perfect one? How many times have you posted something, hoping for likes, and when you didn't get them, you felt less attractive, less important, less valued? But these short bursts of content are literally rewiring our brains.
Yeah, that's a mental trick. You have to rewire your brain. That's one of the things you have to rewire your brain to do. And the reason your brain needs to be rewired is because anyone who is watching this stream below the age of 30, your brain is already broken.
Every swipe gives your brain a little jolt of satisfaction, but after hours of it, what's left? It's like eating candy for every meal. Sure, it feels good at first. It's sweet, it's satisfying, but too much, and you start to feel sick. Too much, and it starts to rot away at you. Scrolling endlessly, consuming mindless content. It's digital junk food. It feels good in the moment, but it leaves your brain starving for substance. It messes with your ability to focus, to stay present, to think deeply about anything.
So yeah, I've sometimes I scroll on TikTok. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I'm a normal human.
See, I can't imagine that because of like the crazy high
The
class.
doormat.
And it doesn't just stop there. Ever find yourself getting anxious or irritated when you're not on your phone? That's because your brain has been trained to crave constant stimulation. When you're always feeding it these quick, bite-sized videos or constantly refreshing your feed, your brain starts to lose its ability to deal with silence, with stillness. You become restless. That's not an accident. That's by design. But it's not just TikTok or Instagram. It's all of it. Constant notifications, the flood of information, the nonstop barrage of entertainment, and yeah, even adult content. It creates this false sense of satisfaction that pulls you in. And over time, just like with endless scrolling, it starts to dull your brain's natural ability to feel pleasure in real-life experiences. It distorts your expectations of reality. You end up chasing a high that doesn't exist in the real world. And what happens when your brain gets hooked on this stuff? You start to feel empty when you're not consuming it. You crave that next fix, that next dopamine hit, whether it's from a viral video, a like on a post, or explicit content. You lose interest in things that once brought you real joy. Your attention span shrinks. It gets harder to concentrate, harder to be fully present in real life. We've all felt it. The brain fog, that sense of being spaced out after spending too long scrolling, watching, consuming. It's like you're living in a daze, moving from one piece of content to the next, not even fully aware of what's going on around you. And the scariest part? Most of us don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. This stuff doesn't just mess with your brain, it messes with your life. You start to feel more isolated, more disconnected. Even when you're surrounded by people, your productivity drops, your creativity fades, and you're left wondering why you feel so unmotivated, so stuck, so drained all the time. The truth is, your brain needs more than quick hits of dopamine. It needs real stimulation. It needs challenges, meaningful conversations, creative outlets. It needs rest. But when you're constantly bombarding it with shallow content, it never gets that. It's like running a marathon with no breaks. Eventually, you burn out. So what's the solution? It's not about giving up social media altogether. It's about balance. It's about recognizing when it's too much, when it's no longer serving you, but draining you. It's about setting limits, being mindful of how much time you spend on your phone, and asking yourself, is this making me feel good? Or is this just numbing me? Because there's a difference between relaxation and distraction. There's a difference between using social media as a tool to connect to learn, to grow, and using it as a way to avoid reality. To fill a void, you've got to be aware of when you're just distracting yourself and when you're actually engaging with something that matters. And when it comes to adult content, you've got to be even more mindful. The more you consume it, the more it warps your brain's ability to process pleasure, connection, and intimacy in real life. It distances you from real experiences and real relationships, and that's a dangerous path to walk. So the next time you find yourself endlessly scrolling, or when that urge to watch something you know isn't good for you creeps in, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what am I really looking for here? Because chances are, it's not the content you're after. It's connection. It's fulfillment. It's a sense of purpose. And none of that can be found in a screen. Your brain is a powerful tool, but it's also fragile. It's shaped by what you feed it. Feed it too much junk, and it starts to break down. But give it what it needs: focus, challenge, real-world engagement, and it can thrive. So today, make the choice. Put down the phone. Close the tab. Step away from the screen. Go outside. Talk to someone face to face. Do something that challenges your mind. Because at the end of the day, the real world is so much richer, so much more fulfilling than anything you'll ever find on your feed. Don't let your brain rot. Don't let your life slip away in a haze of endless scrolling and distractions. Remember, your brain is your greatest tool. Don't let it rot in front of a screen. Life is happening all around you. Don't miss out on it. Thanks for watching. And if you're ready to take back control, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and start living intentionally. Your mind and your future are worth it.